with Cambiati Wellness, and I'm so excited to share this Cambiati Clean-ish recipe with you. They are the most delicious and easiest chocolate chip cookies you've ever made. They don't have any flour and you won't miss it at all because they're absolutely fabulous with the simple ingredients that I'm going to use today. My favorite part, it only takes one bowl, so cleanup is super easy. So let's get started. Right here I have a nut butter. Now this happens to be pecan butter, but the recipe can be used with all different kinds of nut butters. Just look for one that's organic and that you really like. So I happen to like the Artisana brand of pecan butter. It doesn't have added sugar and it also is organic, which I really like as well. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add coconut sugar. This is a half a cup of coconut sugar, and this was, of course, the cups of your almond butter. Then we're gonna go ahead and actually give this a stir with one whisked egg. This is really simple to just put together with ingredients that you might actually already have in your cupboard, which I absolutely love because this recipe is so simple that it can be done in just a few minutes and it's so crazy delicious. The best part is that when you take it to a party or something like that, nobody's gonna even know that these are a different type of cookie than you might typically bring. People are gonna be raving and asking you where you got them. So once you have that mixed pretty well in there, you're also going to want to add in a teaspoon of vanilla. But because I only have 1 teaspoon today, I'm gonna put in my baking soda right now. So this is a teaspoon and we're gonna go ahead and put that in. And then once I have the teaspoon available, I'm gonna go ahead and add the vanilla in here. Now, one note on the eggs is that I always buy pasture-raised eggs. That is actually different than cage-free. Pasture-raised eggs are from chickens that were allowed to roam free, and that means they have a more diverse diet, and that's gonna make sure that they have a nicer omega profile for you. So once you have those ingredients in, you're gonna go ahead and give it another little stir and add in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This really helps bring out the flavors and makes it quite delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a little whirl. And we're gonna add these chocolate chips. Now these chocolate chips don't actually have dairy. This is from a company that is called Enjoy Life. And Enjoy Life is literally just the unsweetened chocolate, and it does have some cane sugar in it. So just so you know, this recipe is not perfectly Cambiati clean, but you know what? For a sweet treat, and especially if you get tasked with bringing a dessert somewhere, this is a fabulous recipe. And look at that, we are done. So from here, it's really simple to just go ahead and drop this cookie on a baking sheet. You don't even need to grease this baking sheet. I love these tools because they are fabulous for making sure that you get a uniform cookie. Now this happens to be a tablespoon, and really you want to drop the cookie about 1.5 tablespoons, but it still helps me get a good sense of what that's going to look like. So what I do is I just put a little bit of extra in there and I'm going to drop it down. Now when I drop it down, I'm also going to press just a little bit to get that knocked down so it's not very high. And then we're gonna go ahead, rinse, lather, repeat. From here, we're going to put them in the oven at 350 degrees, and we're gonna do that for 8 minutes. Now what you're looking for is you're looking for them to spring back, and if they spring back, then you know they're done. If they're not done, then you're gonna go ahead and add an additional minute until they are. Now one note is that they should look a little bit underdone in the middle. You actually want that. In fact, I'll be honest, sometimes when I'm cooking these at home, I will intentionally undercook them because I love the way they are, but they do fall apart. So if you're into eating them with a spoon, then you can do that. If you are taking them someplace and you need to actually serve them, then I'm gonna recommend you really pay attention to the appropriate cooking time. Our cookies have been baking for about 8 minutes. I did have to put them in for an additional minute. I tested them because they weren't quite done. What you're looking for when you press down is you're looking for them to come back up when you press. So they are actually done right now. And so what you're gonna do at this point is set them right here, and you're gonna go ahead and leave them for about 4 minutes before they're ready to be put on a cooling rack or a plate to be enjoyed later. I hope that you enjoyed this recipe as much as we do at Cambiati Wellness. Please let us know how you liked it in the comments below. And if you have any amazing recipes that you want us to test or to share, we would love to hear from you. Please make sure to like and follow us before you leave so that you can stay tuned to lots more Cambiati kitchen recipes.